from the time we started rehearsing the song, my band and myself, we knew we had something special once we kind of came on the sound the record was going to have. And really from that point on, the way it was recorded, it was all live, second take. Everything with that particular record just fell into place. When it came time to figure out who was going to be the director for the video, Jim Mazza, who was president of EMI at the time, and I went into their EMI's conference room and for at least 2.5 days watched 10 million videos. And everyone, wrong, wrong, wrong. And the very last video was Classics Nouveau, a song called Guilty. And we both jumped up and went, who did that? That's it, that's it. It was so clear. And Russell was living in England at the time, and we put in a call to him and asked if he would come over and send him a copy of the song. So he did, and it was the first video that Russell directed in the US. I loved working with him. From the minute I met him, we got on great. And for me as an artist, that's the one time, more than any other song and video I've ever done, that the video and the song, to me, were perfectly integrated. They just really, it worked. They really went together. Directly behind me, that's my band. To this day, they still hold it against me that they had to dress up like pirates. Well, you know Russell, he always sneaks in little surprises that are always wonderful. And I guess it's like I trusted him so much that I didn't question anything, because anything he suggested wasn't out of line. It all seemed perfect to me. It all seemed great. And I have such admiration for him. I would trust him, and as I did with every other video, you know. I love Russell. Working with him is a dream. It's perfect.
Because it was fun?
He's totally fun. He's fun. He made the shooting fun. He was definite in his ideas, and he also explained everything. With every video we did, he would map it out. I knew exactly what was going to happen and could say yay or nay. It wasn't like working with a director who had to control everything and basically didn't want the artist to have a say. That doesn't work well. At least it doesn't work with me. And Russell was never like that. Russell, you worked as a team, but it was always his vision. You know, the shame is the timing. We were, I don't know how many months, 5 months, 6 months before MTV. Just a short little window. So the video was played all over the rest of the world. Here, it was in theaters. It was in theaters. And it was in, oh gosh, slots on television. I guess cable channels. But there was no MTV, there was no VH1, and we missed it by just a teeny little window. I went on vacation right after we did the video the next day. And when I came home and watched the video, it blew me away. That's when I was the most surprised. I just couldn't imagine. I knew Russell was brilliant, but the way he put it all together, and it was that way with every video, but I specifically remember coming home and watching the Betty Davis video saying, I love this. There's nothing I would change. I love it. It's perfect. Say You Don't Know Me was the second single off the Voyeur album. And we shot it at Valgaray, my producer's studio. And it was supposed to be like a live performance video, but being done in a studio, tweaked, and lots of effects and smoke. And we had, Dave, my husband, and I had a Christmas party planned that night. And when we spoke about how long it would take to shoot the video, it was X amount of hours, and it was going to be no problem for us to get home to our 100 people that were arriving. And I do remember walking out after having, again, a complete wonderful experience doing the video, walking out about 5:30 in the morning, knowing we missed our party, but we got a great video. And but it was all done in the studio, all done in the studio. No one interfered. We had great freedom. As time progressed, though, and more directors became part of, at least in my experience, video departments that didn't used to be at labels, then they would want to use their people. And for me, that was, videos weren't fun anymore, because I wasn't working with a Russel. I was working with someone that I didn't want to give my trust to, and I didn't think their vision for the song was right. So I lived through the difference of doing it right and being really excited about the outcome of the video, the process, to dreading doing the videos, truly.